On. So I'm one of those people that like a little talk back. Good evening, everyone. All right, thank you all. I am Bernita Reese, the Director of Columbus Recreation and Parks Department. What a great day to be here. If you think about tomorrow, I hear a little rain is coming through. Boy, what a better day to be in the park. A nice autumn evening to spend in the park. I smell a little chimney burn going on. You know, we got some hot cider behind us if you haven't had any. And what a great day. And let's thank George Berry for setting a festive mood for this celebration. Let's give him a hand. We're not going to take up much of your time, but we do want to share a few thoughts about why we're here today. And to get us started, I just want to introduce our mayor, your mayor, Andrew J. Ginther, to come on up. Let's give him a hand as he comes.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Good evening. I want to thank all the residents of Italian Village, the Short North Alliance, Director Reese and her team, Implement LLC, who did the design, and Builderscape, who led the construction efforts. It's so great to be here to see these upgrades to this 40-year-old park. Even though it's not quite an acre in size, this park definitely punches above its weight. I often say that our focus in this time is really focusing on our top three priorities: neighborhoods, neighborhoods, neighborhoods. And this park project represents a much needed upgrade to match the spirit of this vibrant neighborhood. The new park design preserves open green space, encourages connection, enhances park safety, a priority for all of us. And as you can all see, it offers a pretty stunning backdrop that aligns historic Italian Village with the arts and culture of the Short North. This project was made possible because of our strong partnerships. The $1.3 million, this $1.3 million project was funded through a combination of capital bonds. Design began back in 2022 after we held an open house, hosted stakeholder meetings, and engaged the community through an online survey and virtual workshop. Resident input is apparent as you look across this park. Your feedback led to the creation of the garden patio and stage area with flexible open space for recreation and relaxation. It was important for this space to not only be a park, but for it to be set up to host community events. The glass mosaic tile mural by artist Andrew Hendrickson is wonderful, and it was great to hear his inspiration and vision as he shared that with me just a few minutes ago. We'll also have a new Rise Cafe near here at Parkside on Pearl, opening next year. I couldn't be more excited to be here tonight to celebrate this with you all. I appreciate your patience, your commitment to bringing this to a reality, and so excited about the families that are going to gather here and celebrate in the years to come. I'll turn things back over to Director Reese.
Thank you, Mayor Ginther. We're grateful for your leadership and your support as we look around and we talk about parks and public spaces. It keeps our city strong, and we couldn't do it without you, and so we appreciate you for everything that you do for us. Partnerships make this city work. Every neighborhood has its own identity, as you see here today. It's when we work together and invest in our spaces, we start to listening to the people who live, work, and build community here. That's why you see behind us what you see. Italian Village Park has been a part of this neighborhood since the early 1980s. But you told us, this neighborhood told us clearly, preserving green space isn't enough. It needs to be useful. We want to welcome and connect people. This neighborhood is rooted in culture, creativity, and community. And you asked for a space that reflects that spirit. Because of your voices, this redesigned park includes features that bring people together, that connect, a garden patio, a small cafe, a public art that celebrates the character of Italian Village. Thank you to each and every one of you, the residents, the businesses, the Italian Village Society, and the Short North Alliance for your partnership and your honesty. You helped shape a space where nature, wellness, and creativity bring people together. We're grateful to our design and construction partners, Implement LLCA, Corda, Designing, Local, Builderscape, and Capstone and Associates, and to our capital team, Craig Murphy, Jim Miller, Morgan Wade, John Carlisle, Brad Westall, and to all of the recreation and park staff, I say thank you because we couldn't do this without you. A special thanks to our Short North Alliance for helping activate this park. Green space by itself is powerful, but when you layer creativity, culture, and community together, it turns a park into a gathering place. Look around and just see how many people are here today. It's a gathering place. Today's event is a preview of what's possible in this reimagined space. This project shows what's possible when community voices and strong partners come together. Now I'd like to welcome my friend, your creator of the Short North Alliance, Betsy Pandora, President and CEO of Short North Alliance. Thank you.
Thank you. It's so lovely. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today on such a beautiful day to pause with us for a moment in celebration and in gratitude. I'm Betsy Pandora, President and CEO of the Short North Alliance, and one of my favorite aspects of serving our community is when we get to celebrate all of the good things in it, just like this park. Thank you, Mayor Ginther and Director Reese and the Columbus Recreation and Parks Commission, and really the entire staff at the Recreation and Parks Department. I know a lot of you are here tonight too, and this is a celebration of you and your tireless efforts for an impactful investment in this stunning space in the heart of our Short North community and in our Italian Village neighborhood. This is really a remarkable culmination of literally decades of work to bring people together through public spaces. In July of 1982, before I was born, after folks like Sandy Wood, rest his soul, began their efforts to transform the Short North from a forgotten space in our city to a celebrated space for all of Columbus, the Columbus Recreation and Parks Department officially dedicated and opened Italian Village Park in honor of the late Carl Proto. He was a staff member of the Parks Department who many of you know was very memorable. Cheryl Massey, who's here tonight, was actually a part of that original opening and a part of the original planning for that park. For decades thereafter, the park was cared for tirelessly by community members, many of whom are here tonight with us as well, and who are very active and continue to be active with the Italian Village Society. That includes folks like Diana Lessner, who's here, and Steve Hurt, who could be found on their knees digging and weeding in the park with frequency, and other folks like Christy Noli and Larry Totsky and Sylvia Totsky, who've since left Columbus, along with so many others that are too numerous to name, and all of whom have left their mark on this park. Over the last 10 years, community members from the Italian Village Society, along with the Wood Companies, led by Mark Wood and Tyler Poole, convened countless meetings in partnership with the City of Columbus to reactivate this park, just as the director shared, and make this, yet again, a dedicated space that is transformed in a new way where we can be together. And this past year, through the support of the Ohio Arts Council and the Wood Companies, the Short North Alliance was able to collaborate with artist Andrew Hendrickson and famed Italian glass tile house Bazzaza, which is befitting given that this park is an Italian village, to install a beautiful public mural behind us as a focal point of the park. The public artwork, aptly named The Gathered, is a unique all-tile glass abstract mural that invites all of us to consider how we can call spaces home. And it makes us all feel as though we are in an intimate living room in the very, very active Short North. It is our pleasure to help uplift this meaningful investment and transformation of this new pulse point for Columbus. We are so grateful to all of you for joining us today, grateful for the contributions of so many of you that have made this possible, and we can't wait from here on out to dream up all of the new ways that we can come together here in this space again and again to enjoy it. Now I would like to welcome Dia Foley, who is the Federal Investment and Arts Learning Director of the Ohio Arts Council, and express our gratitude to the Ohio Arts Council for making investments in public spaces like this.
Thanks, Betsy. Hello, everyone. I'm Dia Foley, and it is my honor to represent the Ohio Arts Council, our Executive Director, Donna Collins, and our Board Chair, Ginger Warner, during this special ceremony. It's truly a joy today to celebrate this new park, including the Gathered, a beautiful mural that serves as a unique addition to this park, the neighborhood, and to the cultural landscape of Columbus. As one of the project's funders, the Ohio Arts Council is proud to support the Short North Alliance and its partners for their vision and commitment to integrating art into public spaces. The Gathered stands as an example of how public art can transform not just a wall, but an entire community's sense of place. The thoughtful process that led to this work, engaging civic organizations, review committees, and residents along the way, reflects the values of the Ohio Arts Council: collaboration, access, and creativity that belongs to everyone. We are also inspired by The Gathered because it's already sparking new ideas for the future of this park. From farmers markets, festivals, to community gatherings, all imagined in relationship to the art that anchors this space. The mural will greet everyone who visits the park and will invite them to move through, connect, and experience art as a daily part of life. That is the power of public art. And it's exactly why the Ohio Arts Council continues to invest in projects like this across our state. Congratulations to the artist, the Short North Alliance, the City of Columbus, and to the community who will bring this artwork to life every day. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to welcome the artist of the gathering place so that he can gather us together. Andrew Henderson, the renowned artist and creator of The Gathered.
Well, my thanks as well for being here at the park and for the dedication of the park and for the mosaic. You know, I think there are times in life when the wisest thing you can do is to leap before you look. When Mark approached me with this project, and you know the sheer scale and size of this, I immediately said yes before I had any idea of how I would actually make the thing happen, or I didn't know anything about tile, and so I'm very grateful for Mark's trust in me throughout the whole process. The wood companies generally, I've felt an immense amount of trust from them. You know, I'm an Ohio native, grew up in Cincinnati, and have shown in galleries here in the Short North, and have found the Short North just to be an incredibly supportive arts community. So I'm deeply grateful to be a part of that community yet again through this particular project. I just want to say briefly a word about the mosaic itself and then the title. It was important to me as I was thinking about this particular work of art being in a public space, being in a space where people of all sorts and for many, many years to come will inhabit this park and pass through and catch glimpses of the work out of the corner of their eye when they're chasing toddlers. And so one of the things that was important to me, well, two things actually. One was that the mosaic or the work would be in conversation with the building on which it sat. I wanted those things to be in a kind of dialogue ongoing. The second thing that was important to me is that the mosaic be made up of small parts. It seemed like a social metaphor to me that made sense, that small parts would make the whole. The mosaic you see behind you is made up of around 400,000 glass tiles. And I really love the idea that we can think of the park as a place of usness, where two or three are gathered, we are together there, and that the mosaic kind of has a relationship to the usness of a community. I'm incredibly grateful to Mark, to the City of Columbus, the Arts Council, the Short North Alliance for their support. And I'm just grateful to have a presence here at the park. But but the mosaic is about us, right? The usness quality of that. I just feel I'm very grateful. So thank you, particularly to Mark. Thanks.
Thank you, Andrew. Your work is impressive and truly honors the Italian Village. Thank you to everyone for coming out, celebrating this neighborhood park, and helping us gather today. We're excited about what's to come. We know that there's a cafe coming, so we're excited about it. We know that there's farmers markets, I heard today. We're excited. So this gives us an opportunity to just join each other and gather within this park. Please stick around, enjoy some more music over here to my left, George Berry, and goodies behind me. If you haven't had some of that cider, I would suggest you get a little bit and warm up. And enjoy some of those other goodies from Short North businesses, courtesy of the Short North Alliance. And thank you for gathering here today. Thank you. This concludes our program.